To address this issue, we're going to once again need new technologies, as well as new ways of looking at the world. To begin with, we need to view the automobile as one element of a transportation ecosystem and look for new ways to optimize the entire system. We need cars that can communicate with each other and also with the world around them to make driving safer and more efficient. This dramatic change, what I referred to a minute ago as the connection revolution, has already begun. In 2007, Ford launched our Sync communication system that also embraced entertainment. And Sync is really an advanced software platform that allows drivers to operate digital media players and also mobile phones using voice commands. And this offers a safer, connected driving experience. And we recently built our 3 millionth vehicle with Sync technology. Now, Sync already allows our vehicles to connect with the outside world through the customer's cell phone via Bluetooth. It even provides a Wi-Fi connection to a nearby hotspot. And our electric vehicles will also include a built-in cellular modem to allow customers to control the charging of their car through a smartphone app. But looking further ahead, we recently unveiled our new EVOS concept vehicle, which uses cloud technology to give drivers a very personalized connection to the outside world. Connecting vehicles to the internet cloud will enable us to move far beyond providing information and entertainment. EVOS combines the driver's preferences with data from the cloud to enhance their entire driving experience. It can route you around traffic jams or bad weather, or let you know if your meeting's canceled. It can fine-tune your suspension for current driving conditions. It can check your health. It can monitor air quality and even turn out the lights and close the garage when you leave home. But no one company can make the connection alone. Vehicles that can only communicate with the same brand of vehicle or in certain locations and not in others simply won't solve the problem. We can never stop competing, but we must begin collaborating. We learned a lot about collaboration at Ford from working with Microsoft and other technology companies when we developed Sync. And we're working with a variety of startups to create apps for Sync. In the consumer electronics world, this type of collaboration produces the best results for the customer. This collaborative model will be essential to the success of V2V and vehicle-to-infrastructure communication technology. We're already working with other automakers and the Department of Transportation to develop standards for V2V technology. And we're working with other automakers and the government to address connected vehicle policy issues. And of course, being a global company, we're also involved in similar efforts elsewhere around the globe. But along with collaboration, what we really need is innovation. Most of the technology that we need already exists: computers, microprocessors, sensors, telecommunications. But much more work and innovation needs to be done. At Ford, we doubled our investment in the development of intelligent vehicles this year. We were the first automaker to build prototype vehicles for demonstrations across the US, and they hit the road last summer. But great work is being done by many companies in this area, and much of it was presented here at the World Congress, including some fantastic live demonstrations. One of which was that our Ford team demonstrated is what we call smart electrification. We had a small test fleet of Escape plug-in hybrids that use cloud technology to switch from gas to electric power when they enter designated lower emission zones. This technology would help exempt these vehicles from potential entry fees or travel restrictions in large cities that have green zones. DOT is undertaking an ambitious V2V project in my hometown of Ann Arbor, Michigan, that will begin in August. A number of automakers, including Ford, are working with DOT and the University of Michigan, installing wireless devices in up to 3,000 vehicles to evaluate the effectiveness of connected vehicle technology in preventing crashes. This year-long study will connect real-world data to help determine the best way forward on this promising technology. And our goal is to complete this research by 2013 so we can move rapidly on to deployment. Now, cars that can talk to each other are a good start, but a truly sustainable long-term solution will require a global transportation system that includes vehicle, infrastructure, and mobile device communication. We need a system that uses real-time data to enable personal mobility on a massive scale without trade-offs or compromises for individual travelers. A smart system that ties all modes of travel into a single network, linking public and personal transportation together. Pedestrian walkways, bicycles, buses, planes, trains, automobiles, everything integrated to save time, conserve resources, and lower emissions. And by the way, the technical changes that will help us create these systems are important, but equally important are the social changes. Young people in particular are more concerned about access to products than they are about ownership. Zipcar, the world's largest car-sharing service, is a good example of the new economic model that's emerging from this cultural shift. This new model, technology-enhanced sharing, renting, or trading of products, is being called collaborative consumption. It's already reinventing not just what people consume, but how they consume it, and that includes transportation. It's still early days, but individual companies and communities are already doing some great work in delivering the integrated transportation systems of the future. There are a few examples. One is the city of Masdar, created in Abu Dhabi, that is actually pretty much up and running now, and it's relying entirely on solar energy and other renewables with a sustainable, zero carbon, zero waste ecology. It's built around a system of driverless vehicles beneath the city streets, working in concert with a series of pedestrian walkways above the city. Songdo, South Korea was designed with an integrated subway line, multiple means of connecting Korea's other major cities by road and rail, protected bicycle and walking pathways that ring the entire city, and a telecommunications infrastructure that encourages remote working. New York City's 34th Street will soon have a system of pedestrian zones and traffic lanes specified for buses and private vehicles, and it's aimed to reduce the crosstown trip from current rush hour average of 60 minutes down to 20 minutes. Hong Kong's network of transportation options is tied together by a single payment system, the Octopus Smart Electric Money Card. It doesn't matter if you're parking downtown, taking a bus to work, or a train, they all operate within the same system. I'm really excited about the possibilities of ITS, so much so that in 2009 I helped create a strategic investment firm called Fontanellis Partners. My partners and I saw a number of young companies that were developing amazing solutions to ITS issues, and I believe that my partners and I could add guidance and advice to those companies. We also provide growth capital to those that need it. And the ITS companies that we've invested in to date include a mobile payment provider focused on improving parking infrastructure, a school transportation logistics firm that uses GPS data to save fuel and enable parents to accurately track their children's buses, a streaming data analytics company that enhances programmers' ability to create customized, continuously running queries on all types of data feeds, an innovative sensor and web-based application provider delivering real-time parking solutions, and a leading data aggregator and distributor of parking information globally. And they were all active participants in this forum this week. And Fontanellis Partners also co-hosted an investor matching event this week and sponsored the Best of ITS Awards. As a businessman and as a citizen, I'm eager to see how these new technologies will be put to use to make a positive difference in the world. But as I said earlier, it's going to take all of us working together to make that happen. Multinational corporations, startups, entrepreneurs, governments, universities, NGOs, and every other interested party. Competition isn't going to go away. In fact, it's going to be more intense than ever. But collaboration is going to be an increasingly important element of success in this new business model. We need common standards, connectivity, access to data, and a willingness to share information and ideas. No one can do it alone. You know, a few decades ago, this type of collaborative model was used to develop a technology that changed everything. It was called the Internet. This global network of interconnected devices and databases sprang from a mixture of public and private efforts and interests. We need to emulate that model. And while we're at it, we might want to take back the analogy that they borrowed from us, because we will be creating the real information highway. Once again, I want to thank ITS America for inviting me here today. It's really up to all of us in this room to create a future that includes clean, safe, easy, and fun personal mobility. The problems are large, but so are the opportunities. If we get this right, we will improve the economic, social, and environmental conditions around the world. It's going to be a fun ride. Thank you very much. Thanks.